Alright, so I'm finna bring y'all another build video. Like I said, I make the build videos. You can modify however you want to modify it. You don't have to make the build exactly like this. I just make the blueprint for you to kind of show you exactly like where you need to put your attributes and all that stuff to get this type of build. So don't think just because I make this build, this is exactly how you got to make the build. It's not exactly how you got to make the build, but you can make the build somewhere on the lines of how I'm making it. You know, if you want them with longer arms, make them with longer arms. Want them with shorter arms, make them with shorter arms. But today we're gonna focus on like a mid-range sniper, a build that just we're not worried about threes. We're not really worried about dunking. We'll take the dunk if it's there. We worry about destroying anybody that tries to guard us in the mid-range. So you can make them any position besides, of course, a power forward or a center. You know, make them any three positions. As you can see, I made them a small forward. I'm gonna do a lot of talking about the build and the reason why I'm making the build, or the reason why I made this build. And you can just follow. You can look at the skill breakdown. You can just follow what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to go back in and tweak a lot of different things. But I wanted to make one of these builds because I was thinking about everybody got these 3-point shooting builds. Everybody wants to shoot from three. You know, Steph Curry range, Trae Young range, whatever. I was thinking about a build that can fade mid-ranges all day and green mid-ranges all day, because let's face it, you got a greater chance of making mid-ranges than you do threes in this game for some reason. I don't know why it's like that. So what I did was I kind of went in, I kind of messed around with a couple different pie charts before actually doing this video to see what could possibly be my best options. And I chose the shooting and finishing physical profile. Once again, it's always up to you, you know, however you want it. If you want a lot of speed, you know the first pie chart is a lot of speed. If you want balance, it is whatever. So what I wanted to focus on was what was important. I didn't want to put see, a lot of people criticize me on a lot of builds that I make as far as like, why didn't you put your post hookup on this build and stuff like that? Because I want to focus on what's important. What I mean by what's important, I don't want to just put some attributes in the area that we're really not even focused on. You know what I'm saying? Of course, with the defense, we're gonna put our defense up. We're not worried about rebounding. But unfortunately, just to get extra defensive badges, we have to put some type of rebounding up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we got that. But this build does take a hit on defense. Once again, you can modify and tweak the build however you want to tweak the build. If you want less badges, more badges, you know how to tweak the build to your liking. But you can see with the finishing category, I didn't touch driving layup, and I didn't touch standing dunk. And the reason why I didn't touch driving layup, because you can make a layup. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I didn't touch standing dunk, because he's not finna be 7'9" to where he can stand and posterize people. That's not what this build's made for. But as you can see, so far what we got 14 finishing, 12 shooting, 17 playmaking, and four defenses. Of course, I always like tweak the build to try to get the most. I didn't really put 3-point shooting up because we're not focused on 3-point shooting. All we're worried about is the mid range. We want to destroy anybody in the mid range. We want to because difficult shots been buffed. So you know what I'm saying. Of course, we're going to get our Hall of Fame shooting badges with this build. So, of course, we're going to put our difficult shots up. We're not worried about threes. You know, we have other people on the team we run with or whatever that can shoot threes. That's not our main concern. Our main concern is fading away in the mid-range, messing around with the post fadeaways and stuff like that. So, and I actually made this build twice in this video. You'll see exactly what I mean by what I said made this build twice in this video. I'm not going to take them above 6'7", because, you know, if you take them above 6'7", a lot of different things take a hit, and that's not how we want to create our build. So we're gonna keep them at the standard 6'7", and when it comes to the weight, I put the weight all the way up just to see what goes up. Nothing really went up, so I'm gonna take the weight down as far as possible without taking a hit in certain areas. Like, of course, your strength. I don't want my strength all the way bad, but you know what I'm saying. So I'll kind of put them. I think I kind of put this build around 208 or something like that. I'm not for sure when I come back and tweak it. Wingspan all the way up to you. Like I said, you can take the wingspan all the way down to have a super high mid range, or you can kind of keep the wingspan, you know what I'm saying, to where you ain't completely T-Rex, and you can have a good mid-range, you know what I'm saying, because I think the mid-range, before you hit 99 overall and with boost and all that, it maxes out at like 82 or something like that, 83, you know what I'm saying, so, but you see what I mean by how I went back into the build and mess around with it, because it didn't give me the option that I was looking for, the takeover. I was looking for the shot creator takeover. It only gave me the post score takeover and the playmaking takeover. And we're going to dribble, but we're not going to be a dribble head. So we just try to dribble just to get open to shoot our shot. So I'm going to go back in and redo the video, redo the build. But you can see it's the mid-range finisher. You see DeMar DeRozan, Tobias Harris, Paul Pierce. That's the similarities, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But once again, with the mid-range, y'all may be like, the mid-range to 83 is really not that high. Just think about it. It's 80. The mid-range is 83. Once you hit 99, the mid-range is going to be, once you hit 99 with your build, the mid-range is going to be, what is that, 83, 87. And then if you buy in boost, that's an extra +5. So your mid-range is going to be 92. You know what I'm saying? So that's still good for this type of build, you know. Of course, it lacks the defensive badges, but like I said, you can tweak it however you want to tweak it. But as you can see, I'm going back in to tweak some stuff because I didn't like what I seen. I didn't like what I seen on the stuff, so I'm going to go back in and mess with the build a little bit more, because we're trying to get the shot creator takeover instead of the playmaker takeover. We want the shot creator takeover instead. So you can see exactly what I'm doing, how I'm taking stuff down and bringing stuff up to try to get that takeover. And the shooting badges, there's not many shooting badges, but realistically, we don't need a lot of shooting badges because we're focused on the mid-range. So ideally, difficult shots Hall of Fame, hot zone hunter, maybe gold, quick draw, probably gold. You know, we don't really need that many shooting badges, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I really wasn't tripping about having 12 shooting badges, you know, because we weren't tripping. Our focus is shooting mid-range and fading, you know what I mean? So catch and shoot, you really don't need catch and shoot on this game for real. I mean, it's an extra added boost, but you really don't need catch and shoot. If you know how to shoot, you know your release, you know your timing, you're going to make the shot. And of course, 2K, they hate sometimes, even if you know you're releasing your timing and all that, they still make you miss. You know, that's just how the game structured. But you can see me going back in, tweaking the arms a little bit to get the +3 on the mid-range, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're up to about 82, 80, I think it's 82, 83 on the mid-range, as you can see. So I'm messing around with the arms just to try to get it to however I want to get it. And bam, there you go. You know what I'm saying? It took the playmaker out. It took the playmaker takeover out, and it gave us the shot creator takeover. That's what we wanted, you know what I'm saying? Because now you see you see the same. It's the same type of similarities with the build and all of that. So, but once we load into here, we're gonna, of course, bring all the way up to 99, which is 95. I say that every video because it's 95 overall. I don't know why they try to trick us like that. But we finished kind of balanced a little bit, and with 14, 13, 14, and 4. But of course, we're gonna get our cross key score, because that's scoring in like the paint area. You know what I'm saying? We want our cross key score. We're not really worried about acrobat, back down, punisher, lob city. We're not worried about that. We're not worried about being a high flyer. We're not worried about that. You know what I'm saying? Teardropper. We want the teardropper too, because we want to destroy the mid range. You know, we want to do running floaters and stuff of that nature. Of course, we will get our contact finisher and our giant slayer. Like I said, you can adjust the badges however you want to, but for this particular build, if you want to be like a mid-range sniper, you need the cross key score, you need the teardropper. You know, so, but once you, like I said, it's your personal preference. But I'm making this build as like a mid-range, like once again as a mid-range sniper. So I'm not really worried about finishing hard at the cup like that. But if opportunity is there, of course I'm gonna take it. You know, so. But this is just me tweaking around with the badges, messing around with the badges. Then we're gonna go into the shooting. The same thing will go for the shooting. Of course, we're gonna want our quick draw, at least gold. You may even want a silver. It depends on what you range extender. We want our difficult shots, Hall of Fame. We got our catch and shoot bronze, which so you can always tweak all of this. You know what I'm saying? Tweak it however you want to tweak it. But just remember the purpose for you making your build. You know, once you remember the purpose for you making your build, then it'd be a lot easier for you to understand where you need to put your badge and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. We didn't even have that many shooting badges, you know. Then we're gonna go into playmaking. Of course, we want the downhill. Of course, we want the needle threader. You know what I'm saying? Quick stop and go. We want that also, and we want the quick first step. You know what I'm saying? We want that. We're not trying to break ankles, and we're not trying to break ankles and do anything like that. And with the defense, your own personal preference. You know, it is what it is. But like I said, you can modify the build to your liking. Make sure to sub up, like up, share the video. Anybody interested in more builds, comment in the comment section below. Man, and that's it. And I'm out.